Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we have some funny news coming out of Australia about Harold and fraud over here. But since it's from our friends down under, I thought my friend from down under could say hello. And I'm putting him on the spot totally in an Australian accent. Say hello.
Well, good day, mates. We're here to talk about the news, and it's not the normal news about kangaroos starting fights or wallabies walloping tourists. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Hey, this is Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes. You can find me on YouTube and Twitch, but right now you can find me reading news from our friends down under.
We love you, Australia.
I'm not being mean.
All right, so coming out of Australian news, it says, not happy. Devastating. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry fail. It was meant to be the move that changed Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's lives, but instead it's turned out terribly for them. Dun, dun, dun. Couldn't that describe every single move they've made?
Well, to be fair, it did change their lives. Probably not in the way they expected, but yeah.
Say what you will about the supposed dwindling of power of the monarchy, at least according to the anti-shortbread brigade. I've not heard it called that. But I present to you Princess Eugenie. As the UK gets back to work after the entire nation's annual beach and double Bacardi break in, I don't even know, Benidorm? Eugenie has announced that not only will there be a second series of her podcast, Floodlight, part of her work with the Anti-Slavery Collective, which she co-founded, but she has snagged former British Prime Minister Theresa May as a guest.
That means today, at least one member of the royal family can boast some success on the audio series front. Ooh, sick burn. While over in Montecito, one has to wonder if podcast might have just become a dirty word. Ooh, podcast you. Daniel Ek, the founder and CEO of Spotify, has now revealed to the BBC why his company had parted ways with Harry and Meghan in June.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. In short, the loan series that was the product of their $34 million deal, Meghan's Archetypes, had failed to make consumers very happy. I still have PTSD from Jen making me listen to that. It was horrible. That is one of the worst podcasts I've ever listened to, and it was so fake and contrived that I'm not shocked that everybody quit listening. I mean, I'm sure Curiosity had a lot of people listen to the first episode, and then the first episode kept everybody from listening to the second episode and beyond. But hey, I mean, at least somebody knows how to make a podcast, right?
Seriously never going to let that go that I made him listen to. It was dreadful. All right, continuing on. Ask specifically, I don't say their titles, so about those people's megabucks contract response seems so carefully worded there cannot be a doubt it was the result of the entire PR team huddling around a conference table pulling an all-nighter.
He said, "We thought new innovation was needed to happen here. We thought we can come in and offer a great experience that both makes consumers very happy and allows new creators new avenues. And the truth of the matter is some of it has worked, some of it hasn't, aka this failed. It's amazing to think that only this time last year Meghan was riding comparatively high. Sure, Archetypes was a slog of overly long episodes that couldn't quite be saved by a slew of A-list guests. Slog is an understatement. But at least its launch had seen it top the charts in a number of countries, including the U.S. and Australia."
Bullshit.
Well, I'm sure the curiosity got people to look at it. I mean, us included. But I would love to see how many people actually finished that first episode. Oof. It's so bad. It's like, it's no wonder it was a complete failure.
Hear it on Patreon.
Like, I don't want to hear it again. It's like a corporate training video, like about how to be
fail.
How to fail. Yeah, it is a good example on how to be a failure of a podcast, but it's just it feels completely fake. Like the way it's all about her, and it's like she's like talking down to you at the same time. It's like everything.
Lecturing.
Yeah, it's like a lecture on how to, do what she thinks is right, and like she's the expert on everything. It's just, it's like you hear it, it's just like, nah, don't talk to me.
You make such a good point. Oh, I'm inflating your head by saying that. But no, you do. They're failing at everything, but they're, of course, the preachiest ones in the room. That's exactly what that podcast was. It felt very condescending and not an actual dialogue. It's more of, I'm going to talk to you, the little people. What's funny about that is it turns out she wasn't even talking. Well, she was talking, but it came out that she allegedly wasn't interviewing all of her guests. It was her production team or whatever that was handling that.
And then came the slide. The curly slide of failure. After a month-long break due to the late Queen's death, the series resumed, with each week's episode failing to light up Spotify's episode charts. By the end of its 12-week run, in the first days of December, only 3 episodes were in Spotify's top 100 episode rankings in the U.S. Wow. In the 21st, 73rd, and 90th spots. How many podcasts do they have? 90?
Yeah.
These were hardly the sort of numbers that seemed worth the untold millions. You'd have to assume that they had banked by then. Nor was Archetypes in any way agenda setting or a must listen or had done anything much at all to move the wider cultural dial. Very well summarized.
And this is why I like this article. However, at least Meghan had made something. For years, the mystery of what sort of podcast Harry might record to earn his part of the 8-figure contract only grew. We now know, thanks to Bloomberg, that the ideas that the Duke had been pitching to Spotify were about as well thought out and reasonable as Queen Camilla offering to do a guest spot on Love Island. And then they rehashed all this brainiac spread ideas. We've been there. We've done videos on that. Go check them out. But then it goes on to remind us all, because I didn't really do a video on this because, I don't know. But we can celebrate it here. So in September, it was reported that Meghan had given up on trying to trademark Archetypes. How do you give up on a trademark? How does that work?
Well, I'm no expert on trademark law. I have a little bit of experience, and you do have to prove why you deserve the trademark and why it can't be a really vague term. So it is hard to trademark existing words, especially in certain use cases. And, whatever the reason may be, I don't know. But it's probably came down to her sending in, or her people sending in the trademark application, and they're like, we need more. You gotta explain better. And they're just like, ugh. And then they just didn't do it. Too hard and just let it go.
And if the unsussexful can't make consumers happy with their audio talents, can they make consumers happy in any other endeavors? Their track record is decidedly patchy. Of their Netflix series, they had one mega win with Harry and Meghan. I believe that was just morbid curiosity as well. With 2 flops, audience-wise, Live to Lead and Heart of Invictus. No matter what IMDb tries to print, it was a flop.
Harry's Spare sold like the clappers. But would another book from the Duke, not about his family, sell even partially as well? Harry's Big Guide to Beard Maintenance is not going to set any bestseller lists on fire. Maybe that's his next move. Is he going to be one of those guys that just makes their whole personality about their beard? It's like, oh yes, I oil it every day. And then like, every logo must have my beard. Beard, beard, beard. All I will talk about is beard. Beard.
Ew. Will he make some sort of face cream beard oil combo?
Yes, I made a beard oil that Mummy's beard cream. Ew. It doubles as todger cream in case whichever region may be oscillating.
Oh gosh. So that's it for the article. It went on a little more, but it's stuff we've talked about, so I wanted to end it here. I like that they point that out about Eugenie, and here's the question I'm going to pose to you all. I don't understand the Eugenie Harry Meghan relationship. And what I mean is, obviously I know Harry and Eugenie have been close for a long time, but I just keep thinking about all the crap they pulled with Eugenie and her wedding, pushing the date back, the drama of the tiara, the announcing pregnancy at, I'll never forget that, at Eugenie's wedding. It's just like they have been nothing but a-holes every step of the way. What else is new, right? So I don't understand why we still get stories of like Eugenie allegedly being in Spain with them and stuff. Is it just to keep contact with Harry, you think? What's the deal? I always say it like Jerry Seinfeld, what's the deal? No, what's the deal with that? Fill me in on that, because I just don't understand it personally. But I'd say yay to Eugenie's success with the podcast. I think it's great that she got another season, and I find it hilarious that the writer of this article likes to point out that ha 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 ha, Meghan didn't. So, wow. Anyway, Jay, tell everybody where to find your beard oil. You don't have a beard. Tell everybody where to find you.
Well, I don't need a Wonder Bra for my face, in my opinion, so no beard oil from me. But you can find me on YouTube and Twitch. It's Dr. Bad Vibes, and my new channel on YouTube, Dr. Bad Vibes Speaks. So if you want to see me on camera, my lack of beard, and my insane stories about airplanes, check that out. A lot of people have. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see me stream live, which is about half news, half video games.
It's not like you said half nude.
Not half nude. I'm very clothed. I don't like being chilly. You can find me on Twitch. That's twitch.tv/DrBadVibes. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Of course, as more stuff comes out about the Dastardly Duo, we'll be talking about it. And we can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Have the best day. Bye-bye.